Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. You know, I'm really gonna make this clear to where you can understand this. Like, on some real shit, if you got an issue with me and Fred and other people talking about the issue with Mikey Garcia and Victor Conte, then for real, man, go somewhere else, man. And I'm gonna talk about that in the next video too, also. About motherfuckers constantly complaining about somebody's content, but then they keep bringing their ass on these channels. Look, I want to make this very clear. Now, Fred and other people have pointed out the fact that Mikey Garcia is working with Victor Conte, you know, for this fight with Errol Spence, and they're saying that he's gonna have strength and endurance, and he's gonna walk Errol Spence down and all this type of shit. Now, here's the thing. I noticed a lot of Mexicans seen that got upset, saying that we was being racist, saying that Mikey Garcia could beat Errol Spence and all this type of shit, and then they just turned this into a black versus brown thing. But they quick to accuse black people of being tribal. But then they saying we racist towards Mikey Garcia because he working with Victor Conte. And how come nobody didn't say nothing about black fighters? See, first of all, you a motherfucking lie. First of all, when you do these videos, if you watch my videos, I always talk about that shit. Because one, you have to be careful how you title these videos and shit. Because a lot of these dudes be having lawyers and all that type of shit. And people that watch these videos, and then they'll call YouTube, and then they be trying to get your channel shut down. Now, anybody that knows me, I'm fair to everybody. I talked about Willie Monroe getting popped. I've talked about any fighter that's been popped. I'm the one that's been talking about Victor Conte before all these other motherfuckers did. You better check my consistency for real. I've mentioned that Sugar Shane Mosley have ties to Victor Conte. I've talked about Barry Bonds having ties to Victor Conte. Last time I checked, they were black. See, this is the thing that pissed me off. This ain't got nothing to do with Mikey Garcia being Mexican and working with Victor Conte. It's about Victor Conte himself. Now, if y'all wasn't too stupid to understand what was going on, we trying to say that there's, something ain't right about Victor Conte. And Fred is absolutely right. Let me get this straight. You get a job working with boxing, making so-called snacks and shit, and you have ties to creating undetectable drugs. But you supposed to make these supplements and shit to help people, to detect if somebody's dirty. Well, the same way you can make supplements to make somebody, come out dirty, you definitely can make some that can make somebody come out clean, right? You definitely can invent some undetectable PEDs. Now, here's the thing. I seen a list of all the people that didn't work with Victor Conte, and once again, this isn't about Mikey Garcia. This isn't about him being Mexican. It ain't got nothing to do with that shit. So if you on that bullshit, get the fuck off my channel. Don't come back. Anybody that bring that shit up, I'm blocking your ass. I don't play that shit. So like I said, I ain't as nice as these other motherfuckers. I will block your ass with the quickness. Okay? So don't come on here with that bullshit. This ain't got nothing to do with Mikey Garcia being Mexican. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. Okay? Now, if in fact somewhere down the line, and it comes out that, well, Victor Conte did it again, boxing will be ruined pretty much. It'll pretty much be ruined forever. And when you see all the people that didn't work with him, and some of the people that didn't work with him then got popped by other testing agencies. So, okay. When I say that this man could possibly destroy boxing forever, he could. And let me tell you something. If in fact that the FBI puts heat on him again and starts to say, hey man, what are you doing working with boxers when we busted you for doing shit you didn't have no business doing with Major League Baseball. And then, you know, he gonna snitch again like he did the last time. He gonna give a long list, and then they gonna say, okay, let me ask you something. Did these guys know these were undetectable drugs? He gonna say yes. And then, if and when in fact that list come out, it's gonna be a wrap. What I'm trying to say, this dude could ruin a lot of boxers' careers. He could ruin their legacy. He could just ruin just the history of boxing. Because at the end of the day, the shit he did with Major League Baseball, a lot of dudes' careers and their history is tainted now because of him. This just some real shit. We gotta keep it thorough. You know, whether you like Barry Bonds or not, Barry Bonds technically didn't caught doing anything. But guess what? His career is fucked up. No Hall of Fame, none of that shit. Nothing. So that's all I've been trying to say about Victor Conte, but y'all getting all emotional and Tito Jackson sensitive and think, oh, you just don't want Mikey to beat Errol Spence because he's... Man, look, if Mikey Garcia beat Errol Spence fair and square, hey, I don't have no problem with it. You all keep in mind that I did go see Mikey Garcia fight against Robert Easter Jr. Now, I picked Mikey Garcia to beat Robert Easter Jr. So like I said, get the fuck out of here with that. We don't want Mikey Garcia to win because he's Mexican and all that shit. Get the fuck out of here, man, with that shit. I just want a fair fight. That's all I want. If Mikey Garcia beats Errol Spence, fair and square. And as long as he don't come in there with no superhuman strength and all that type of shit, then okay, I'm good with it. But if he have, like, man, if he just do some shit you ain't never seen him do before, then I'm gonna talk about it. And I don't care if you get mad, but I'm just keeping it 100, man. I don't like nobody doing something that they ain't got no business doing. Because let's get serious with it. Let's just say somebody get killed in the ring or seriously damaged. And it turned out that the fighter was using that snack shit. And it turned out that it was some undetectable PEDs. Well, guess what? Now you talking about murder charges. You talking about serious assault charges. You talking about attempted murder if the dude don't die. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Put y'all, you know what I'm saying? Put y'all feelings to the side. This ain't about Mikey Garcia. This ain't about Mexicans. This ain't about blacks. This ain't about white. This is about clean boxing. This is about a fair boxing match. Real talk, man. I'm out.